finally, let's do Cinderella, shall we? Right, so if you've got the film in, first time code you're going to need is 1 hour, 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Basically what you'll see on the screen is a wide angle view of the back of the palace and the gardens, and you'll see lots of, in the foreground you'll see a pathway. I'm pretty sure that is the pathway that is in Hellraiser 2, and we are looking at the direction of the admin building, and so if you press play, like I said, if you pause it and you've got the little blue box with what time code you're at, you just press down on your directions buttons and that should disappear. So right, yes, so if we press play, you'll see them come out from the right. That's what helped me orientate myself, and then it very quickly changes angle, and we're now looking down another pathway. And this one is dressed in various different ways, depending on, again, what they need it for. At the moment it's got lots of flower beds, and I've seen it with lovely flower beds like that. I think it also depends on the time of the year as well. So now we're walking down towards the big fountain, basically. I'm not sure if the fountain you can see in the background is the same one, but it could be. And where I've got it paused, just above their heads, and especially to the right of Cinderella's head, is another little pathway. If you were to walk that pathway, going from right to left, you would end up walking over the bridge, which we're about to see. So if you let it play on, so obviously the skyline is not there, it's all big trees and everything. So they put that in CG wise, and same with a lot of the other trees and statues and things you see, they're not there. But definitely I think the very square trimmed bushes, they are definitely there. And like I said, the flower beds, obviously they've added all these these kind of burning lamp things. So let's press play, let it play on. So as the camera's panning down, and now they're in front of the bridge that we were talking about. So this was the bridge that was in From Russia with Love, and we saw it in Mary Poppins Returns. So if you pause it on screen, just while I'm talking, I suppose. Yeah, this is a lovely little scene. And my wife and I saw this film at the cinema, and you know, I think it had only been a couple of years before that we'd been on that walk around Pinewood Studios, and that I'd kissed her on that bridge. So when it got to this scene and suddenly this bridge appeared, we both knew instantly where we were, in the grounds of Pinewood Studios. So that was really cool. I don't think there's anything else, but just let it play on a little bit. Yeah. So if you didn't watch the Mary Poppins video because you don't have that film, and you're using this Cinderella video to look at the bridge, there are some plaques on the end of the bridge that state what movies have been in it, and or have used the bridge, and what actors have kissed on there or something. I briefly read them, but this was years ago and I can't quite remember what they said. But obviously that would have been, they would have been removed for any production, I imagine, or they'd be far enough away that you wouldn't be able to see or read them anyway. So just quickly, so this was the first path they were wandering down, but they were coming this way, and then when the camera changed and we see them from behind, they are walking up this path here. towards this fountain here. So that's where I said you could see this other path, and that way, and there's the bridge that we've just been looking at. So there you go, just a little quick bit from Cinderella. And so what's the next film? Yes, I think the next film is The Bank Job. So let's get that one loaded, shall we?